Hi Gemini, welcome back to Ray's Tarot. If you're new here, hi, my name is Ray. Welcome to my channel. I'm sorry for disappearing in November. I was very sick and needed to take a break, but I'm back now. This is going to be your reading for December 2022, and I want to switch up the format. This spread is going to be a little bit more intuitive with hopefully less editing. So let me know if you like it. You can comment down below if any of these messages resonate, or you can like the video to let me know that you like the new reading style. I'm going to be going through general messages, finance and career, and love messages. The love messages will be split into 3 separate categories: Geminis dealing with a past person, Geminis in a current connection, and single Geminis looking for new love or dealing with a new person. So let's get started. We're going to start with the general energy for you in December. What's your vibe check looking like, your mental health, that kind of thing. What are Gemini's general messages for December 2022? You start with the Knight of Pentacles here. Some of you could be dealing with an earth sign, Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn. This could be your energy if you are a Taurus, Gemini cusper, or your situation could involve another person. It's looking pretty good in December for you in terms of your overall vibe check, Gemini. We have the 4 of Wands here. You might be very focused on your mental health right now, especially with this Knight of Pentacles here. I'm kind of seeing you... This is going to sound weird, but growing a backbone, you know what I mean? Like learning to stand up for yourself, learning to set and keep those personal boundaries, because the Knight of Pentacles can be quite stubborn, but that's not necessarily always a bad thing. It also means that the Knight of Pentacles is motivated, that they're dedicated to getting the job done and to doing the best job possible, you know what I mean? With this 4 of Wands here, you might be very focused on your home right now, on creating foundation for yourself, your own personal sense of stability and safety and security. For some of you, that could be literal if you're focused on your home life, providing for your family, spending more time with your friends, that kind of thing, or just creating a sense of home within yourself. Especially if you're very focused on your finances and career right now, especially with this 6 of Wands here as well. The Knight of Pentacles is dedicated. You know, they might be slow and steady wins the race, but they're still moving forward. They just take things slowly, like step by step, you know, baby steps, one step at a time. The Knight of Pentacles has a plan and they follow through with it, right? They don't do things impulsively. They make sure that this is what they want to do. And once they've made a decision, there's no changing their mind, okay? You might also be very focused on creating a sense of routine right now, especially with this 4 of Wands here. If you've recently moved homes or bought new property, you might still be kind of in a stage where you're still settling into this new routine, creating a new routine for yourself, getting comfortable. And with the 6 of Wands here, it feels like you are slowly moving towards success. If you're focused on your career and finances in December, you might be getting the acknowledgement that you deserve. And for some of you, it feels like it's been a long time coming, this recognition that you're getting, especially if this is a goal that you've been slowly working towards for some time now. In December, you're starting to see the results. You're starting to see the victory here. You're starting to get that validation. What are Gemini's messages for career and finances in December 2022? With the 8 of Pentacles reversed, it feels like some of you are feeling very impatient in December, Gemini, especially with this Tower card here. For some of you, you might be going through an abrupt change in your career and your finances. For some of you, this could be the ending of a project or potentially the end of a contract. For some of you, with this 8 of Pentacles reversed here, this impatience might be coming from the fact that some sort of goal keeps being put off. Like, I'm hearing that you're experiencing a lot of delays in getting this done. And with this Nine of Wands here, it feels like you're kind of frustrated because you're almost there, right? You're in the last stretch right now. Especially if you work for a company where December is crunch time, okay? You feel like you have way too many deadlines, everything is starting to pile up, like you need to get everything done before the end of the year. And it feels like with that Eight of Pentacles reversed and this Tower card here, you're feeling very impatient because it feels like I have way too much stuff to do and not enough time to get it done, right? And it feels like you're feeling impatient because you feel like things are falling apart here. With this Eight of Pentacles reversed, some of you could also be perfectionists, and that's holding you back more than you think it is, because with the Tower card here, even if something is done well, it's never going to be perfect. So for some of you, there might be some self-sabotage involved. That might not be your fault, but I feel like it's that perfectionism that's kind of holding you back or keeping you from getting things done. It doesn't have to be perfect. It doesn't have to be exactly the way that you wanted it to be, as long as the job itself is done. You know what I mean? Like, it doesn't have to be your way or the highway. For somebody else, this could be, for some of you, this could be like somebody else at your workplace that you're dealing with. And it's not necessarily you that's a perfectionist, but this person that you work with wants everything to be perfect, and that might be very frustrating to you because it feels like they're holding you back from getting things done because in their mind something isn't perfect. Some of you might have a micromanager. But with this Nine of Wands here, this card is also about perseverance. So it feels like some of you need to kind of, again, I'm hearing with that message of like the Knight of Pentacles that we got with your general messages, focus on dedication, on motivation, on creating a sense of routine for yourself so that you can give yourself the concentration and the focus to keep going, to finish what you start. I'm also hearing that with this Eight of Pentacles reversed, some of you could be experiencing a lot of self-judgment right now, okay, especially with this perfectionism energy. Some of you might be doubting your abilities, struggling with organization, struggling with time management. You feel in over your head, you feel overwhelmed, and it kind of feels like your anxiety is getting in the way here, breaking your concentration. You're finding it difficult to focus, especially with this Tower moment happening in your career and finances. Some of you may feel like, I'm not good enough to be here, I can't do this. Like, you might be experiencing imposter syndrome, that kind of thing. But with the Nine of Wands here, this card is about wisdom, right? You didn't come all this way just to not learn anything about what it is that you're doing. I'm hearing some of you need to trust your abilities more, because with this Tower card here, with destruction comes creation. Okay, some of you might be frustrated that something isn't going the way that you planned in your career and finances, or potentially there's a project falling through here, or again, some of you are just experiencing general setbacks and delays that are preventing you from getting this done. Some of you could be experiencing difficulty with your finances. Some of you might need to practice budgeting, okay, saving up to make bigger purchases, or if you're planning on investing in something, make sure that this is going to be worth it, that there are no like weird fine lines or clauses or nothing sketchy or anything like that, okay? I'm hearing if something sounds too good to be true, it's because it is, okay? So trust your intuition, because with that wisdom energy, I feel like you're smarter than you give yourself credit for, Gemini, okay? You know how to do this. You are just feeling impatient with yourself right now because you're experiencing self-doubt and because you're a perfectionist. Let's clarify the Tower. Clarifying the Tower is the Queen of Cups. Male, female, take it how it resonates. Some of you could be working with a water sign, Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces. This could also be your energy if you are a Gemini, Cancer, cusper. But it kind of feels like Again, I think you feel like everything is falling apart right now because something is not going your way. It might not be your fault, but I feel like you're being a little bit too hard on yourself, Gemini. Okay, because the Queen of Cups is compassionate, right? She's patient, she's gentle, she knows how to make sure that she is in the right mental state to do something. She knows how to make her emotional needs a priority. I'm hearing some of you might just need to take a break right now, take like a mental health day or something like that. You know, call it in, maybe even just do like a quick little staycation and focus on your mental health, because you might be burning yourself out, okay? You might be biting off more than you can chew, taking on more than you can handle, and you're kind of stretching yourself thin. I'm also hearing you need to use your intuition right now. If this is something that's like falling through or not going the way that you planned, that doesn't mean that you can't still make it work, okay? Some of you might just need to look at the situation differently and try something that you haven't tried before, because you could see unexpected results in that area. And I'm also hearing that for some of you, you're frustrated because this is something that you are very passionate about, and you feel like you're wasting your time. But with that Queen of Cups, she's open-hearted, right? She knows how to put her whole self into what it is that she does. And again, I'm hearing that with destruction comes creation, okay? You get to rebuild this tower after it falls. So what do you want the new tower to look like? Let's get into love messages. What messages do you have for Geminis dealing with a past person in December 2022? What is your advice for Geminis dealing with a past person in December 2022? You have let your friends help you ask for and accept support from others. Taurus also got this message, I believe, with their current person. So some of you could be dealing with a Taurus, but take it how it resonates. You don't have to be. You start with the Empress card here. For some of you, you could be dealing with a situation that does literally involve other people, that does involve your friends. You might be like literally asking for advice right now because you're so confused when it comes to this past person. I'm also hearing that because you're in the middle of a healing phase right now, you need to rely on your friends more. Okay, focusing on self-care does not mean isolating yourself. Okay, spend more time with your friends. Spend more time with your family. Okay, losing people who do not cherish you teaches you the value of the relationships that you do have in your life. Teaches you to treasure the ones that have been with you from day one. Okay, so focus on the people that do matter right now, because I feel like you have a lot of communal support around you that can help you through this healing phase, that can remind you that you are worth something and that you have value. Because with this 5 of Swords, 9 of Swords combination here, I feel like this conflict ended very poorly. This might have been a really messy breakup, okay? Very chaotic. This person might have been deceptive with you, okay? The 5 of Swords is a very selfish energy. They might have been lying to you about something, or you find out that they were keeping a secret from you or something like that. With this 9 of Swords here, there's a lot of anxious energy, a lot of worry and distress about this situation. This person was more stress than they were worth, Gemini. And I feel like this past person kind of affected your mental health, okay? I'm seeing you like emotionally drained from this connection, which is why it's so important for you to focus on self-love right now with this Empress card, so that you can get back into this powerful energy, so that you can learn how to love yourself again. I'm also hearing for some of you, this past person might have had mommy issues or daddy issues, take it how it resonates, some sort of issues with a parent. So for some of you, their toxic behavior might have been something that stemmed from childhood because they had a rough upbringing. There might have been a lot of gaslighting involved in this situation as well. Let's clarify the 5 of Swords. Clarifying the Five of Swords is the Two of Pentacles. You might have felt like this person was juggling you. Okay, for some of you, you might think that this person had their options open, or that there was like another person involved. I'm also hearing that this was a very imbalanced connection, like it was this person's way or the highway. Like if they didn't get their way, they threw a fit. Like everything was a problem with this person. Nothing was ever good enough. And you might have been going back and forth in your head for a long time about whether or not this connection was worth your time and your energy, and you came to the conclusion that it was just not, that this person was doing nothing but draining your energy, that this was a toxic person that you did not want in your life. And it kind of feels like you're struggling to find that inner balance again, to find that inner peace, to learn and remember who you are without this person, rebuilding what you want your life to look like without them, so that you can come out of this stronger and heal those wounds and become a better version of yourself. You might be distracting yourself with work right now in December as well. If you're in the middle of the healing phase, you might be focused on like daily affairs, or even just like minding your business with like doing house chores. You might be trying to distract yourself, keeping yourself busy. I think some of you need to ask yourselves what your priorities are here, okay? Because I think you're starting to doubt yourselves because you're still in the middle of this painful period. And you need to ask yourself what your priorities are. You need to make your emotional needs a priority. How can I remember what it is that I'm worth? Let's clarify the Nine of Swords. Clarifying the Nine of Swords is the Three of Cups. Very similar imagery, very similar message here with let your friends help you. Again, I feel like because you're in this Nine of Swords mental energy where you're still experiencing a lot of that post-breakup anxiety and stress right now, some of you are literally having nightmares, especially if this was a very toxic or potentially abusive connection for some of you. Your friends will be able to help you with that, okay? Remember to surround yourself with people who care about you, to remind yourself that you do have value, to remind yourself that you are worth something, that you are worth a more balanced connection, that you are worth cherishing. What advice do you have for Geminis dealing with a current connection in December 2022? Honeymoon. Enjoy the bliss of holiday time together. What messages do you have for Geminis dealing with a current connection in December 2022? It kind of feels like somebody in this connection, it could be you or them, so take it how it resonates, is starting to have doubts here with this Eight of Swords, but it kind of feels like this person might just be a little bit of a commitment phobe. This connection might have been going on for some time now, especially if you've been together for a while, and this person is starting to feel like you've lost the spark, like there's no connection here anymore. Like they're bored, okay, they're just going through the motions with you, but I feel like this isn't necessarily an energy that's going to last, because we also have the honeymoon card here and the Ace of Wands. So I feel like if the two of you kind of focus on getting that spark back, you can renew that energy, okay? You can get back into the honeymoon stage. You can get that passion back. I don't necessarily see a split here, so if that's what you're worried about, don't worry about it. I'm not necessarily seeing this turning into like a worst case scenario. I think this is just kind of the adjustment period where the two of you are exiting the honeymoon stage and things are starting to settle down into a more comfortable routine. You're starting to get used to each other. And to one of you, that might feel boring, but I don't necessarily feel like this person is going to leave, you know what I mean? Or like, there's no point in being in this relationship anymore and you need to leave. I feel like this is just, yeah, this is just a normal part of a relationship. I'm also hearing with this Hanged Man card the word sacrifice. Some of you might feel like with this Eight of Swords here, the two of you might need to work on compromise, right? Because even in a good relationship, you are still going to experience conflicts. You don't have to turn a molehill into a mountain, you know what I mean? Every fight is not the end of the world, but if the two of you can learn to sacrifice for each other, like, okay, this time you don't get what you want, next time I don't get what I want, we'll meet in the middle, right? If you can learn to compromise, then you can just continue growing and healing and learning together. And that's what creates that long-term stability. I feel like some of you think that you're stuck right now, that you're kind of like in that boring energy. And in order to get the spark pack, don't limit yourselves, Gemini, okay? If you just enjoy the honeymoon stage with this person, if you remember how much you like this person, or again, it could be them. I feel like with this Ace of Wands here, this connection still has a lot of potential. Like, I am seeing potential here for something committed and long-lasting. I just think that this person is kind of in a period where they're starting to really think about having a long-term future with you. And in order for that to last, the two of you need to remember why you came together in the first place so that you can still enjoy each other's company. Let's clarify the Eight of Swords. You have the Hanging Man again. So we have the same card twice here from two different decks. This is why I pull from multiple decks to get those signs and synchronicities. Basically, the universe saying, I meant what I said, okay, confirmation of the same message. I'm not necessarily seeing this as something that you need to worry about, Gemini. I feel like the two of you are just settling down into a more comfortable routine right now. And that doesn't mean that just because the honeymoon stage is over that the relationship is going to end. Okay, I feel like the two of you are just kind of getting more comfortable with each other, settling into a routine, and as long as the two of you keep growing and healing together, you have nothing to worry about. Okay, let's end it off with single Geminis looking for new love or dealing with a new person in December 2022. You have let your friends help you again. So for some of you, this could be somebody that you are meeting through your social group. Some of you might be online dating right now. Or potentially a friend could actually be setting you up on a blind date, like helping you meet somebody that they just think might be really good for you. Like your friends might be trying to play matchmaker between you and this person. What messages do you have for single Geminis looking for a new person or dealing with a new love in December 2022? Okay, right away we have the Hermit and the Son of Pentacles. Lots of earth energy here. This person can be an earth sign, Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn. With this Hermit energy, they might be a little antisocial. They might be shy. They might be more on the reserved side. They might be a little socially awkward. I feel like this person has trouble coming out of their shell. This person might be an introvert, very introspective energy. They might do a lot of reflection. This person might like their alone time. They might like their space. But I'm not necessarily seeing that as being a bad thing. It just might not necessarily be something that you're used to, Gemini. With this Let Your Friends Help You card, I think if this person is part of your social group, or your friends are trying to set you up with this person, I think other people think that you make a good match. Like, you might be kind of opposites attract in other people's eyes, and that's why they're trying to put the two of you together, especially if you're much more outgoing. Your friends might think, oh, let's pair them with this person because they might balance each other out, you know, that kind of thing. With the Four of Wands here, I am actually seeing this being potential for something long-term and committed, more stable and secure. This is a commitment card, so there is potential here for this to be something steady, safe, long-lasting. But with the Son of Pentacles and with that introverted hermit energy, I do feel like the progression of this new person is going to be slow. because this person does have a difficult time literally coming out of their shell. This person is stubborn, okay? They might want to take things slow, really get to know you, see if they can trust you, that kind of thing. I think this person is very careful with who they choose to let into their life. Their social circle might be very small. They might have been single for a long time because they're very careful who they date. Like, they want to make sure that this relationship is going to be worth it. But I feel like with this Knight of Pentacles here, this person is dedicated to proving themselves to you, okay? Because this is a slow but steady energy. But slow but steady wins the race, Gemini. I feel like this person is interested, and they do see the potential here as well with that Four of Wands. They're just not necessarily revealing all of their cards yet, you know what I mean? I feel like they're playing it safe right now, but they are into you. I feel like this person also wants something that is going to be balanced, that is going to be worth their time and their energy. This person might be doing a lot of soul searching right now to make sure that this relationship is going to be worth it. You know, they might be thinking about, can this person give me what I want? You know, can Gemini give me the life that I want for myself? Not necessarily like falling really hard, really fast. I feel like it's the opposite when it comes to this person. They might not fall very fast, but when they do fall, they fall hard. And that's why they want to make sure that you're the right one and that you can give them the future that they want. I feel like this person's energy is so cute though, with this like shy energy. I don't know, I'm getting like soft Sunday vibes, you know what I mean? Like, this person wants their relationship to look like that every day. Like, they want somebody to come home to. They want to settle into a routine. Okay, Gemini, I feel like those were the messages for December 2022 that you needed to hear. Comment down below if any of these messages resonated, or give this video a thumbs up if you like the new format. Don't forget to follow me on my socials, Facebook, Twitter, Instagram. All of those links will be in the description box below. Don't forget to hit that subscribe button. We're a small channel, but we're growing every day, and I love and appreciate you for that. So thank you so much for supporting me, and I'll see you next time. Bye.